Raider Nation News.
Welcome back to another edition of Raider Nation News.
In this edition, you will hear about a spring sports update, how speech, robotics, and archery team did this season, and what NHS and Student Council have been up to.
You will also see what went on in the Big Ideas trailer, some feedback from Dr. Godfrey, an update on the Legion, and even a Snow Goose update from Carter. Now let's take a look at robotics.
The Marauders are back, representing Lake Park, Minnesota.
This is a season overview of the robotics team for the 2021 and 2022 season. For the middle schoolers, they got started with their VEX robotics program and they had a great roster size. They concluded their season with an end-of-season VEX competition where they stacked colored cubes and organized them into goalposts. For the high school team, they successfully and consecutively improved the robot over the course of the weekend. They eventually were able to both move and shoot autonomously and remotely, as well as successfully climb at the end of the round. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of great problem solving and teamwork demonstrated over the course of the weekend. We had an awesome season, and there's a lot of enthusiasm for next year, and we really look forward to it.
Lake Park, Minnesota, the Marauders. Four Redlines right behind
Leadership can be simple, unexpected. Being the first in my family is really hard. Because leadership is what you do.
That was fun to see.
It really was. The speech team did really well the other week, and let's check that out. The speech team has done very well this year with Shaylin Taylor, Mara Beschi, and Chloe Hendrickson all competing at sections in Fosston, Minnesota on April 12th. Mara competed until the last round with placing 6th place, and Shaylin and Chloe placing 8th place. Great job, ladies.
They sure put in a lot of hard work.
Yes, they did. Caitlin Clevin and Sawyer Nelson also did very well in their archery season by qualifying for nationals in Salt Lake City, Utah. In order to be able to move on from the Minnesota State shoot, Caitlin had to take 5th place or higher since she was shooting 3D, and Sawyer had to take 10th place or higher since he was shooting middle school bullseye targets. Caitlin took 5th place out of 99 shooters, and Sawyer took 7th place out of the 335 shooters. At the national shoot, Caitlin took 20th out of 181 girls in the high school division, and Sawyer took 59th out of 313 middle schoolers.
Wow, congratulations to Caitlin and Sawyer. Let's take a look at the Big Ideas trailer when they came to Lake Park. Their whole concept is where technology meets the trades. Their goal is to teach students trade skills that they might not have the opportunity to learn elsewhere, or just want to expand their knowledge on. LPA students were able to sign up to participate in this activity. They had virtual reality welding, painting and skid steer driving. These activities are based on learning new trade skills. Wow, what a fun experience that looked like.
Yeah, I really think a lot of students learn new skills from them, and hopefully some kids can use those new skills in their futures. Now, let's see what the Student Council and NHS have been up to.
Our school has some pretty hard-working kids. Let's take a look at our spring sports package. Even with the unfortunate weather, we are hoping to end off the year strong with our spring sports.
I hope we do as well. We also have some creative kids working with Dr. Godfrey on the Superintendent Student Advisory Cabinet. Let's hear some input on that. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Godfrey. As a current member of the Superintendent Student Advisory Cabinet, I know that we have been talking about our student survey that we are planning on sending out this week. We just wanted to hear more about why we are sending this survey.
Well, first, Whitney, thank you for having me today, and this is a great topic to discuss. I've heard a lot of conversation from staff and from students about how they feel there's a necessary reason to change the culture and climate at the school district. And part of that is because respect, responsibility, students feeling connected to their school. And I felt the easiest way to get to that point is to ask students what they need and what they want, and how they feel about their school. So hence, that's why we're sending out this survey. And we're doing it through the Superintendent Student Advisory Cabinet because I think students are better able to answer questions when they come from other students. And I want you guys to lead this process.
Yeah, and we've been working at our past couple meetings figuring out what questions we're going to put on there, and I think we have a solid group of questions to see how we can improve our school and our students and everything else.
Absolutely, and what I like is the questions you did design will help shape the future. You know, the main thing is when you go into a school, you want to feel that school pride. That's what I would like to see happen at LPA. I would like to see more students feel pride in their school, enjoy being here, being at extracurricular activities, and having Raider spirit at all times.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, another point of this conversation, Whitney, I think we need to discuss is the fact that, as I said since I've been here, we're here for you. Mm-hmm. Staff and adults in the building are here for the students we serve. And we can't do that properly if we don't know what things are important to you as a student. We talked about the respect, the responsibility, the pride in the school, but what are the things deep down that you want to see change at Lake Park Audubon School District so that we can make it better? And we're not talking about just this year, we're not talking about next year, we're talking about for the future years to come. So the goal, especially with the Students Advisory Cabinet, is to let me know what we can do to make LPA better for everyone.
Yeah, and I think this survey will really help us shape our future years.
Yeah, and another thing to understand, we want not just our school district to grow, we want our community to grow, and this is a way of giving back to our community by bringing more people in. If we can make our school the highest caliber school in the state of Minnesota, we're going to draw more people. More people will be interested in being in school here, but they'll also be more interested in living in our communities. which is a win-win.
Yeah, I really hope that happens. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you, Whitney.
That sounds like a very interesting survey. Hopefully it helps our school become the best place it can be.
I bet it will. Let's listen to an update on the Lake Park Legion with Vinnie Larson. Thank you for joining us today, Vinnie.
You're welcome.
As a lot of us have heard, in late March, the Lake Park American Legion caught on fire and suffered significant damage on the north side of the building. Can you give us an update of what the steps of the Legion is planning on taking to rebuild?
Sure. We're currently working with our insurance companies to get numbers together for us, the cost of rebuilding. We have some numbers in on the cost of the cleanup from the smoke and fire damage, significantly higher than we expected. So we're working to get some of that reduced, get some other numbers in for the rebuild or maybe total destruction and start over with a new building.
Sounds like a great plan. So the place is not only the American Legion, but it is also a community center. How has the loss of the building affected the support of the community?
The support from the community has been great. Unfortunately, we've had to ask a few locals to reschedule their events. We've had several graduations scheduled for this May and June that have had to move elsewhere. A few class reunions, some of them in their 50 and 60-year class reunions, have had to reschedule. And we also had at least one wedding dance that had to look for a different place to have their festivities.
Yeah, well, hopefully they find new places, and hopefully we can get it fixed so more people can have their graduations and parties there. What has it meant to you and the Legion members with the community support reaching all the way to the Roseau American Legion and the FM Legion Riders?
That has been an awesome feeling to have the support from so far away. Roseau, we just received their donation recently. The FM Legion Riders held a breakfast for us that raised a significant amount of money. We've had Legions reaching out to us from all corners of the state. It's a community, it's a family, and they're all here to help support us and hopefully get us back on our feet sooner than later.
Yeah, well, hopefully that helps everybody, and thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
I really hope they can fix it up so we can have Thursday night burgers again this summer.
Those are really fun nights. Carter Minsky also had a fun weekend, snow goose hunting with his buddies.
Landing for the duck calls. Well, this and boys will out blow 'em all. And Granddaddy gave me this one here. We're jumping logs in our duck boats, whatever it takes to get the home. Well, me and the boys really smoked them here last year. But you see now, it's about more than dogs and trucks, setting decoys and killing ducks. It's precious time we spend out here. It's kids' first ducks and pups' first retrieve. The shotgun Daddy gave to me. Man, I hope.
Made it to North Dakota. We're set up. Found 2 feeds. One of them we don't have permission on yet, but I'm gonna call in just a little bit. We're set up for the evening hunt. They're roosting about 6 miles away on a lake. Got like 450 socks out, just laying in blankets. And yeah, it's about 4 o'clock. Gotta wait a little while before they'll show up, I'm sure. So we're just playing a little Clash of Clans and listening to the e-collars. So stay tuned.
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah, it's time we spend out here. It's kids' first ducks and pups' first retrieve. The shotgun Daddy gave to me. Man, I hope the birds work today, 'cause you can make a lifetime of memories in those 60 days. Bubba had the best dog around. For 12 seasons, she never let us down.
That looked like a fun weekend.
It sure did. Thank you for watching this month's edition of Raider Nation News.
Make sure to come back next month for our last episode of this year.
Raider Nation News.